Welcome back to Hoops and Harmony. If you're listening on podcast platforms, hello. If you're watching us, what is up? Today we talked a little bit. We just wanted to give you guys an update today. We talked a little bit about how the podcast has changed our own selves, but also how
it changed our relationship. How it's made us grow in our relationship, how we evolved in it, like what we're doing now to like really just make it better for the podcast and also better for our relationship with the podcast.
Yeah. And we had a great little affirmation, and Ebony gave me a cute little gift. I don't know how to show emotions, but
that's a lie, because you cried the first episode. So shut up. But anyways, I know you liked it. It's cool.
That's what she said. But yeah. I know she liked it.
I know she liked it. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but yeah, thank you for being here. Follow us on H&H Podcast. Follow us on YouTube, SoundCloud, TikTok.
Anything we have on Linktree. Just follow us.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yes. And so enjoy the podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Or hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, don't you know how to do a duck sound?
No, or monkey sound.
Monkey sound. Do it right now, please.
No, we'll do it the next one. 10th episode. All right. We started recording, fool.
Yeah. Hi, welcome back. We are in Ebony's room, special edition.
This is temporarily.
Temporarily, but also not temporarily. I feel like we should do more of these informal.
Yeah, I think it's it shows that things happen, and then we have to work with what we got for the time being.
And we're trying to be consistent, so the audio is not gonna sound Jordan quality audio, but we're doing our best. We got a camera and a little dead mouse. What do you call it? Cat.
Dead cat. Yeah.
So we're just trying. We're trying to be a little bit more consistent.
Well, yeah, consistent and just figuring it out. To be honest, figuring it out. But yes, welcome back, everyone. Hoops and Harmony. Continue checking in.
Yes. Our Instagram has been doing really good too. Yeah, I feel like there's been more engagement.
Yes.
Just us posting
our posts. Yeah, everybody actually engaged and answering the questions. It's pretty funny to see actually what people think.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty funny. I'm not surprised. Some of them are not surprised, to be honest, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I'm not surprised either.
Shut up.
No. But anyways, not gonna put too much attention to that. But all good things. I feel like we're trying to be consistent. This is so different, but it's this is episode 9. That's
episode 9.
That's crazy. I think that for me, I haven't really thought about how much we've done, but we've done so much for the podcast, and it's been it's been interesting. It's been interesting to see how we've flowed through all of this.
It's been a roller coaster. Just trying to get through loopholes and trying to get through this and that and trying to stay consistent and still managing our personal life.
And I think this podcast at least for season 1, it's been just us planting a seed.
Oh yeah,
sure. Us just putting it in the ground. We don't know where we're at. What are we doing? Why are we here? I think we're just putting the plant in, and then I think we have a lot of we're seeing what works and what doesn't work and what we want and what we don't want. And I think at this point we're just starting to like, okay, grow a little bit. And I think it's been really good.
I also think of it like when you were saying a plant tofu, I was thinking like, you know how plants like the roots start growing at the bottom? And it's like, you know, which way is it gonna go? Like, is the root gonna go this way? And it's gonna stay like its foundation, right? So we're trying to figure out
solidify where's our roots.
Where's our root? Exactly. So I know that you're saying that what is it, analogy?
Yeah, and I think for season 2 you'll see a little bit more of our roots, because I think that's what season 2 is gonna be, but we'll get into that when I don't know, should we talk about season 2? Is that something that we can talk about today?
Nah.
No? Okay. No, I'll save it. I'll save it on whatever. We'll get there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think going into how the podcast has really just made some changes for us and how we're kind of working with it. How do you feel, Fool?
How do I feel about like making a podcast?
No, Fool. How do you feel like how the podcast has like
been flowing
for us? Like how it's
fucking exceeded my expectations.
Yeah. No, for sure. But But what I mean is like, you know, going into like our friendship, because that's what we're kind of talking about as well.
Yeah.
Is like, how has the podcast, or how do you feel like the podcast has really shifted or made it like better, or kind of made us work on certain things, or like things like that?
Oh, well, Fool, I think you're my girlfriend. Like, I think we're like married or something. Like, I feel like there's okay.
Stop! You're supposed to propose to me.
I thought you were proposing to me.
No, I don't. Oh, I could actually.
Nah, it's cool.
It's okay.
I want to do it.
Stay tuned.
What the fuck?
Anyways, keep going.
So I think that like it feels like a little bit of a marriage, like, because we created this baby. We created this baby, and I don't think I think that we did a podcast, but
I was burping the baby.
Oh, I said that. That's what she said.
Burping the baby. Oh no. Nah, Fool.
I don't know.
I don't know
what
vibe
you
burp the baby.
Anyways,
hiccups.
I don't know. Okay, so I think that it made our friendship feel like a little bit of like it changed a lot, because we had this baby, but I think also what we want from this is something so much more bigger than it being just a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that we are people not only in like our like just who we are, but I think deep down our intentions and our purpose to be on this earth is to do something bigger. Mm-hmm. And I think we know it, and we've always known it, and we're like, how do we just get out there? And I think this was just like us just kind of hitting something, like nailing something, and just kind of starting to open something, you know, hammer down, like, how do we open this door? How do we open getting our purpose out there? And I think it'll come, and I think I feel like in our past episodes, if you really hear like the true deep message of what we're talking about, there's a purpose there. Yeah, we fuck around and whatever, but I think that we have a purpose, and that's just kind of what has come from it. But it's also like I'm doing it alongside you.
Yeah.
So you have your own ideas and you have your own thoughts, and I have to learn to share that, because before someone was telling us what to do and we were like, okay, got it. Mm-hmm. But now it's like we're telling each other what to do and how to do it and when to do it, and you know, and I think that has been a little bit different for us, because I think we're learning to create boundaries within each other in terms of our friendship. Mm-hmm. And like, how do we respect each other as partners?
Well, yeah, I think I agree with that. I think it's also it's allowed us to learn like literally like how to share each other's thoughts, and how to kind of, I don't know if the word is compromise, but but kind of take into consideration like both of our thoughts.
Yeah, like I gotta think about you and you gotta think about me.
Yeah.
Like, and I think also too, like, even when we post on Instagram, sometimes like you'll tell me, hey, should I post this? And I'll be like, yeah. And me, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna post. And I think those are the things that I think about, like, like I should ask her, like I can't just post. Because,
but I think it comes like for you, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it comes like for you, it just comes this impulsive, like it's okay, like it's not that deep, like it's very like we'll go as we go, like there's no it's more of your creative side, where your creative and your artistic side is kind of like like let me do like a firework. But I think that's where it comes from, and I think it's because you're learning like the kind of like the importance of structure, and like how it's kind of does like play into these things and like planning out these things and everything. But it's also important to have that creative side, and also like just see as it goes, like, okay, if it didn't go right, or if it's something we need to fix, then that's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be set stone like perfectly. It's not gonna be like that. But I think that, I agree. I think it's being able to learn how to do what you want and also what I want. And I think we're like, I don't think we've ever really clashed, but I think we've also have had moments where like we kind of have had like, actually I think this, or actually I think that, and we're kind of working through it. Like, we're learning how to work through it and like meet each other halfway. So literally like co-parenting for the baby. It's like co-parenting. Well, and I say co-parenting because you live over there and I live over here, and unfortunately we're not together all the time. But
I think that it is a way of co-parenting, because I'm telling you, this is our baby, and like I think that we just, I don't know, I've never been a parent, but I feel like you take a baby and it becomes yours. Yeah. And then you have to now find a relationship between this baby. And I think we've always had intentions for our friendship, and let's do fun stuff, and we're going to this week, right? Like, we're doing stuff for our friendship, but we also have this. Yeah. And it's a little bit difficult to sometimes, because it's like I don't always have to I am not used to thinking about that now, but now I have to, and it's not something that I'm mad about. It's just something that I'm like learning to incorporate.
Yeah. I think incorporate's actually the top word to say, because it's like, because it's something we really want to do, and as everything, like if it's something you really want to do and you're passionate about, or it's something like you're really like hard on, like it's just, you have to learn how to incorporate it, because that's what you really want. Like, that's what you really want, and anything you really want, you have to work for it. Like, you have to put in time, you have to put in effort, no matter what, regardless, because how is something gonna grow, or how is something gonna flourish if you're not putting something into it?
Yeah, and I think it's different when it's in a relationship, because I'm waiting on you, and then sometimes you're waiting on me, and now we have a team of people that we're waiting on, right? So it's not like we can just go boom, bam, like, get it done. And I think that's also a reason why we're filming like this, because not everything gets done the way we think it's supposed to get done, and how do we step outside, and how do we become more creative and things like that. And I think that's kind of where our friendship has become more of like, I have to think about that now. I have to think about you in a different way sometimes. Like, I have to be like, okay, am I talking to my friend Ebony, or am I talking to like my
partner?
Yeah, literally, like, I think that's where it kind of, for me, has felt like I've been resisting it. Like, I've been like, okay, like, okay, like, I just kind of want it to get done, whatever, as fast as possible, like, because I'm just resisting stepping into that partnership fully, because I still don't know what it is, because I'm still like learning it, and so I've been resisting, like, fully setting intentions, fully doing the things where we're talking about it more deeply, and how is this healing us, not just how we're just doing the things. Like, I feel like it needs to be something that serves a purpose, that we're pouring our heart and soul into, and I think that I'm getting there. But like the primeros, like, I'm not just like, here you go, it's because it's so different, and it's so new, and it's so unknown.
This podcast has been a journey. It still is a journey. It's still part of a journey, but I think it's good. It's good because it's we're learning how to do it together. Like, and it's something we both wanted to do and we agreed on, and we're just working with it. Like, whatever it comes, however it is, we're working with it to obviously make it the best that it can be. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, or however it is that looks good for us, however we want it to be, and whatever like suits us. Yeah. It's not gonna look like this podcast, or not gonna look like this podcast. And our intention isn't to make it look like any other podcast but our podcast. And that's that. Mm-hmm. Right. Right, Bubbles. But
shout out, Bubbles.
Yeah, but I think it's been good though so far. We're really learning.
What do you think that? Where do you think that I need improvement, and where have I improved?
I think we were literally already touched on it though, honestly, but I think it was the idea of like trying not to be as impulsive and trying not to like not trying to
improve, or that's where I improved.
I think you're getting there. I think it still works for you, but I think you're understanding the importance of structure.
Yeah.
Like, I think you and I think sometimes it doesn't always, like, things that we say, and I think it's for both of us, we can say things to each other, and sometimes it's like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but sometimes you hear it from someone else, and it's like, okay, I think it makes sense now. Yeah. You know, so and that's normal. Like, it happens sometimes. It's like you need to hear it from others, maybe not just one person. So I think now, like, I feel like that's what you're doing. You're understanding like the importance of structure, but also like I'm understanding the importance of just kind of flowing. I just kind of flowing and figuring it out. And I think that's why the other time that you said, and I was like, well, fuck it, fool, like, let's just figure, like, however. And you were like, like, that sounded very weird to you, because that's not really, like, how I work, in a sense. I'm more like, well, I need a plan. Like, I need something. I need it to look like something, because then I feel like, fuck, I'm kind of lost.
Yeah, and so when you did that, I was like, hold on, girl.
Yeah.
Hold on, because we need something. And I think that's also my way of like, okay, like, when do we need plan and things like that. And so, yeah, planning has definitely been on my mind. And stepping into womanhood. Like, I think for me, womanhood has always meant a balance between play and seriousness. There's always been this, like, maturity about womanhood that I feel like I still want to be playful, but I still want to get shit done. Mm-hmm. You know? I still want to...
Do you feel like that's like a masculine and feminine energy type of thing?
It is. Oh. It is, but I think that's what womanhood is for me. Oh. My womanhood. My woman...
And hood.
Hood. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. All right. So keep going. We're going to make merch.
Woman. Hood.
Yeah. I think there's already hood like that. I mean,
probably.
But anyways, like, I think that's what life has been like for me, like, stepping into my womanhood, stepping into the knowing how to be serious and how to do the work, but also how to also play. And I think doing the work for me and I think the best way that I can say that I've stepped into it has been breathing and just being like, calm down. Mm-hmm. Like, don't go too fast. Like, just calm down. Like, you know, and I think I really did a good job today, even at work, because that's where it teaches me most how to be
serious. Office, huh?
Yeah, I have to be this person, and I just have to get my work done, and I just have to, like, I can't play, I can't do too much, and sometimes I feel guilty for it because I'm so used to it, and it's so funny to see the dynamic in the office, because I'm hearing you play and I'm not, and I'm the playful one. I feel like when we've ever been at a work dynamic, I'm playing and you're just doing the work. You're getting shit done. And so to me, it's been funny to watch, but it's also been feeling really good to me. Like, deep down, I feel really powerful that I'm able to do that.
And that you're finding the balance. Like, you're finding, and I think that's what I'm saying. Like, for me too, it's that finding that balance of being able to do both. But literally, I was telling I was telling some of our coworkers today, like my intention to go in there, because I caught myself using a lot of my morning time to just like chit chat or just like do things, and I was like, fuck, I didn't get to do this or that, and I was like, okay, today I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna just kind of like either shut it down or just like keep it to a bare minimum, because I can't just be like, I can't just be like, okay, I'm not talking at all, because I know I'm gonna talk. But I know, like, also I think that helps me that I'm in the corner where I don't have to like be around a lot of people, so I just kind of like get to do work. But I was literally telling them too, I was like, no, I told myself today I was gonna come in and do work and I wasn't gonna talk as much. And I told them, and I was like, you need to stop talking to me. But I was playing around. But in a sense, but to a degree, I was pretty serious about it, because I was like, I need to do my work too. I can't just, every time I come in here, like, I'm gonna go get a Starbucks run, come back, and then chit chat and do this and that. Because I'm not like, others can really multitask really good, but I get distracted, or as I guess the positive way I like to say it is like, I like to focus on things at one time. Like, I really try to focus on things, because even if like I'm doing something or sometimes I have something else in my mind, and it's like, okay, I can't even do that. I can't even sometimes talk to somebody and just like fully focus. Like yesterday, like fully focus, and because there's something else in my mind and I can't like do two things at once. Mm-hmm. So even like if I'm typing and doing a note and somebody's talking to me, I'm lost. I'm like literally repeating what I'm trying to write 5 times, because I'm over here trying to listen to somebody talk to me. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I can multitask to a degree though, but like I can't do that. I have to focus on things like and be, I guess, fully present.
I think that's
like
what I'm there to do. Yeah.
Fully present. Yeah. Because if I'm not fully present, I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
But I think that goes back to the breathing for me, like the being fully present. You know. Yeah. Because for me, if I'm not being fully present in like, okay, I have to like do this and do it right and do it right, yeah. And
quality over quantity.
Yeah, and I think sometimes I do things really fast, and my notes have always been like what? Hold on,
rewind, girl.
Hold on, because I don't understand. Because I have like this, just go, and I'm not fully there because I'm like doing XYZs in my head. Yeah, I'm talking to someone on the phone, and I could do it, but it doesn't come out great. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's what it is for me, for you. What I think you've improved on, and what I think you've improved on, what I think like you're still working on. But obviously, like, as I tell my participants, like, it's baby steps. Like, things aren't gonna change from one day to the next. Like, that just doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. So just like them, us too. Like, things don't just from one day to the next become this way. It's like, nah, that's not reality. So that's what I think, fool. So now what's up with me?
I think you said it. I think it's that part that you hold yourself back a lot. Like, probably too much, that I'm just like, like, what do you like? And I think that's when I get frustrated. Like, I'm just like, I would say I'm frustrated, because I'm like I like, come on, keep up with my fucking mind. Like, keep up with what I'm saying and how creative, like, my idea was. And you're like, hold on. And it, like, pulls me back. And I think I feel like it's a yank. Yeah, it feels like it's a yanking. And I'm just like, And I think that's why, but that's something you're improving on, too. And I think in those moments when you don't yank, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Is this okay? Is it safe? Is it safe? Are you being for real? Like, I don't know. Like, so I think that's kind of what I'm getting used to as well. Like, it's okay. Like, like, take this moment for what it is, rather than like,
But I think, I mean, just to top it all off too, is like, it's literally like the post that it was posted yesterday. And it was like literally that, like, our intentions for this podcast, and you said it, our intentions for this podcast is because what we say is serious. Like, we are, our intentions are pure. Like, what we say, like, we mean it. Like, they're coming from a good place. But also, it's like, there's the balance of also having fun. We gotta have that, because it's like, our supervisor said when we were working at the group home, it's like, how can you be so serious in a place like that when it's just gonna take a drain on, like, you're just gonna get drained. Like, you gotta have time for laughter, you gotta have time for fun, you gotta have time for all of these things, because if not, like, you're just like work, and then you're become drained. Everything's just pulling, and there's no room for, like, to alleviate that work or that draining. Well, I don't want to say draining, but just all that work that's happening.
Yeah.
There needs to be that balance, because it's fun. Like, it's fun to laugh. It's fun to, like, joke around. Like, everything doesn't always have to be so serious. Why does everything have to be so serious? Don't be so serious. Like, Joker, how does this Joker say?
Why
is so serious?
That was good. I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No, I don't like it.
Sorry, I watched the movie a few times.
No. But yeah. And so I think that's where our friendship is at. We're figuring it out. We're doing this in what is it?
Which one? In this what?
In this, like,
setting?
In this setting, and that's the this is an informal way of doing the podcast, but it's the balance. It's what we have to work with. We're trying to be consistent. We're trying to show up. We're also going to bleep. There should be like a little
down, fool.
Well,
you weren't supposed to say that.
Why?
Because of what we said what we're gonna do, fool.
Well, we can just cut that out.
I'll put a bleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we said it twice though.
Yeah. Today? Oh well, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we did say that.
Okay, it's okay.
But
anyways. But keep going.
I don't know.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't know. But anyways, we're just gonna be we're gonna post following week. That'll be our last episode 10. We're gonna be posting a recap of all the episodes, so stay tuned for that, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back for season 2 with some specialness. Oh, I'm so excited.
Some spark, some spunk.
Yeah, so
stay tuned, y'all. Now we're gonna go into our information. You forgot about it.
Well, I was about to transition there.
All right. So for the affirmation today, I chose for you to close your eyes. You can't see.
Okay. Take off my glasses.
No.
I can't see.
Okay. Can't see.
Is it drugs?
No.
Why would I give you drugs?
Alright, open your eyes. Nah, actually.
What the fuck? No, don't do that shit. Come on, little hole.
Okay. No. Close your eyes again. Close your eyes. And I'm gonna tell you the affirmation when you close your eyes.
Oh, God.
Come on, fool. You know I like to be dramatic.
I was gonna say you're so drunk.
Alright, girl, you have your eyes closed?
My eyes closed?
Your eyes closed? Your eyes closed? Alright, so I'm gonna say the affirmation while she has her eyes closed. Alright. So the affirmation, don't look, fool.
It's a fucking fortune cookie.
What the fuck? Alright, anyway, so the affirmation is, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Alright? Alright, fool. Here you go.
Oh, how cute. I thought it was a fortune cookie.
No, fool, not a fortune cookie.
For yourself.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Look it. So, shut up, bitch. I got it in Vegas.
Ah!
Yes, I went and I was like, when am I gonna get my friend?
Oh,
I want to get her something.
You felt bad?
No, I didn't feel bad.
Okay.
I just felt like I wanted to get you something.
Oh, that's so nice.
So look, this is the intention. So this is why I got it for you. You want to know why I got it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got it for you because when you wear it and you feel like there's a lot going on and you want to just like take some time to breathe, you get to open it and then you tell yourself, make time for yourself.
Oh,
that's fucking cliche, huh?
No, it's so cute.
So you can't see it, everyone, but that's what it is.
Oh, thanks, amiga. Focus on what's really important, and everything else will fall into place.
So that's why I got it. They had other ones, but I was like, I felt like I felt like that one was it. Like I don't know. That's been really on my mind. So you're welcome.
Thanks. You want a hug? Do you want one, Tatiana? This is so cute.
To you.
Oh my god. How cute, amiga. I really love that affirmation. I feel like it's so crazy that even in today's conversation, it was about how I think that I go about pouring into my own self to make sure that I'm coming back stronger, you know? Like, I'm not just staying still. I'm not just like taking things for what it is. Rather, I'm like, okay, what can I do better? Okay, how can I improve? Okay, what do I need to do better, to grow? And I think that comes from me doing my work and my internal work and showing up for you and like making sure that if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be here with you, you know? Like, I'm not just gonna half-ass being with you and being present.
Yeah. I think it's literally the same thing for me, but I think for you, like, it's just like, that's one of the reasons too why I got it for you. Let me say all the reasons why I got it for you. Because I think, like, you're very, like, you like to learn, you like to do all of these things, and when you learn these things, you take them in and then you pour them out to others, right? So I feel like because you do that a lot, you do it for me, and I know you do it for others, it's like, well, what about you? You know, I think thinking about yourself as well, because it's just as important. And that's how I was like, okay, like, sometimes maybe you won't say it or you won't think about it, and even at work or whatever, and that's how I was like, okay, this is kind of cute. Like, you could just open it and be like, okay, you know what? Take a deep breath and then read it. So that's why I got it for you. But
well, thank you, amiga, for this present. Do appreciate it, because I feel like sometimes I do help a lot of people out, and I know that I'm working on helping myself out and taking time for myself, and I'm learning to do it. So I'm learning to fill up my own cup. And I know you're learning to fill up your own cup. And I think that's why our friendship continues to just grow and it doesn't stop. And even if we do have...
Can't stop, won't stop.
And even when we do have disagreements, I feel like that doesn't stop us, because we still like, okay, maybe I can work on that. Maybe I can do that, you know? And it's growing pains.
Growing pains. Yes. So, I think, I mean... Overall, that's what our conversation is for today. Though it looks a little bit different today, but it's cool because it also shows that, like, it's not always gonna look like so this and that, and like the lines and things like that, because that's just also part of life. Like, you have, like, it's a roller coaster. So you have...
And it just couldn't happen this time, but we'll be back next week.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
Thank you. Follow us on H&H Podcast. Share this podcast. Tell your homegirls and your homeboys that...
All the homies.
Tell all the homies. There's 2 single Latinas over here. I'm kidding.
Tell Bubbles.
Tell Bubbles. Tell Bubbles to run it.
That was pretty good, actually. It sounded like you couldn't, like, you were able to say Bubbles serious.
Bubbles.
Never mind. Not like that. You like that? Well, anyways, you guys. Actually, if try to say Bubbles in a very serious tone, like you're trying to run up on somebody, and see if you can do it. And then comment on below and see what you guys think.
Leave us comments. They really help us. They help us get our podcast out to other people. So if you thought about something during this podcast, just fucking put it in the comments, please. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And follow us on H&H Podcast. Follow our personal accounts. And that's it. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Peace out.
Peace out, Gusto.